As the early morning sun rises over West Africa, the once vibrant rainforests are strangely quiet.
A lone Diana monkey makes its way tentatively along the branches of a tree searching for fruits and insects.
He calls for his family, but there is no response.
There were 6 females and 3 infants with him yesterday, but today they will be sold as meat in a crowded, noisy market.
Diana monkeys are one of the many wildlife species being sold in Africa to supply an ever-growing demand for bushmeat, animals that are taken from the forest to be eaten by people.
Commercial hunting of wildlife has become one of the most significant threats to African fauna. In fact, it has become such a huge problem that many wildlife populations are becoming locally extinct.
As logging companies make their way deeper and deeper into once pristine forests, hunters are able to take advantage of the huge trucks and miles of new roads to bring large numbers of birds, mammals, and reptiles to marketplaces throughout the region.
These bushmeat markets are teeming with the fresh smoked carcasses of threatened species like elephants, gorillas, and Diana monkeys.
Many people living in West African countries like Liberia are very poor and are simply looking for a way to feed their families.
Unfortunately, most of these people don't understand the impact selling bushmeat has, not only to the lives of the animals captured and killed, but also to the health of the ecosystem and the livelihood of indigenous tribes relying on wild animals in order to survive.
In one market in Liberia, 264 dead primates were sold in 1 week.
Primates, like Diana monkeys, are extremely important in the overall health of the forest.
Because they eat a tremendous amount of fruit, they are very effective seed dispersers.
In other words, if all the Diana monkeys from a forest were hunted for bushmeat, there would be fewer fruiting trees, and many other species would be affected and possibly die off as well.
The whole structure of the forest would change.
Distinct in their beautiful markings and inquisitive nature, Diana monkeys make a perfect representative or flagship species for the conservation of wildlife in West Africa.
Unfortunately, these same characteristics make them an easy target for hunters looking to shoot them from high up in the trees.
Finding a solution to the bushmeat trade is a huge challenge for environmentalists.
It is imperative, however, that we find a way to decrease the amount of bushmeat coming out of the forests.
Many organizations are working on alternatives, including supplying villages and hunters with alternative sources of food, like chickens and goats.
Other solutions include educating rural people and governments about bushmeat issues, increasing law enforcement, adding protective areas, and using certain species, such as the Diana monkey, as representatives for the forest.
You can help too by signing petitions and telling others about bushmeat.
Don't wait until it's too late.
Help stop the bushmeat trade now.
This podcast is brought to you by the MEEP Monkey Education Environmental Protection Group at TERRA Environmental Research Institute and the Vermont Conservancy for Primates in Tropical Forests, and is made possible by a generous grant from the State Farm Youth Advisory Board.